want my end. Banned throughout the verse. The Apocalypse News Network is lit. Pushing through the static, cracking corporate codes. Blasting out the signal down the deep space roads. From the White Lotus towers to the rings below. Lock your frequencies tight and let the rhythm roll.
Welcome to ANN Spacers. And tonight we are graced with the ultimate beauty of the Outer Rim.
Tonight we have the third and final volume of Dust and Static, and don't forget about the Get Vexed comic trilogy, link below.
I'm staring at a pipeline that stretches for miles through the empty concrete corridors and abandoned turnstiles. It used to carry water to the citizens down south, but now it's just a hollow pipe dry as my mouth. The clouds overhead are a heavy slate gray, reflecting the architecture of the highway decay. I haven't seen a human face in 7 long days, just the automated security drones flying through the haze. I found a little shelter in an old roadside shed and laid my heavy coat down to make up a bed. I thought about the choices that led me to this floor, an outlaw running blind from a corporate border war. I lost my whole family to the central grid suite and left all my memories for the desert to keep. Now I'm just a number on a long-range report, a ghost who is seeking a forgotten transport. And the cold desert night is a heavy dark weight when you're locked on the outside of the colony gate. They led me to the wilderness, they led me to the cold, left with a story that will never be told. Yeah, the road keeps on stretching through the ash and the stone, a weary frontier drifter who is traveling alone. I count the empty credits inside my leather pouch, laying in the dark on a broken metal couch. No fuel for the burner, no heat for the chill, just the whistle of the radiation wind on the hill. But I get up tomorrow when the twin suns arise and wipe the gray soot from my tired old eyes, chasing down a signal that is faint on the line, hoping for refuge in the sector design. And the cold desert night is a heavy dark weight when you're locked on the outside of the colony gate. They led me to the wilderness, they led me to the cold, left with a story that will never be told. Yeah, the road keeps on stretching through the ash and the stone, a weary frontier drifter who is traveling alone. The radio is fading, the battery is flat, just a lonely silhouette in a low-brim hat. Keep the footsteps moving through the dirt and the shale, and vanish like a shadow on the wilderness trail.
Sucking down the liquid hydrogen to open up the door. The exhaust pipes are glowing like a neon city sign as I race this junker flatbed down the sector boundary line. The chassis is a framework of salvaged iron beam, running this reactor on a high velocity dream. The long-range radar scouts can't even lock my track because I hit the booster switch and left them in the black. I'm weaving through the asteroid belts at 2:15, drifting past the debris fields of a broken mining crew. The solar wind is hitting hard against my thermal shield, but I'm tearing up the asphalt of this cosmic battlefield. The temperature is climbing and the oil pressure's low, but you can't stop a hot rod when the thrusters start to go. Got a cargo bay of copper and a pocket full of scrap and a direct navigation to a hidden sector map. Oh, hop it out of rim, hop it down the lane. We're breaking out of orbit like a runaway train. They led me to the colony, they led me to the grid, but they'll never lock the shackles like our ancestors did. Yeah, the galaxy is shattered, but the engine's gotta shout. Rocking this velocity until the fuel cells run out. Bay inside a rusted dome where a dozen rogue mechanics made a wild frontier home. They were trading copper wiring for a pre-war radar screen and drinking home-brewed liquor with a funny purple sheen. I wagered 2 fluid injectors just to join the betting pool and did a fast heel shuffle on a greasy metal stool. No corporate regulations, no central network line, just a rowdy space party doing absolutely fine. The dashboard indicators are flashing neon red. A localized magnetic storm is rolling right ahead. The manifold is vibrating, the sub drives are clear. We're shifting this scrap runner into high frequency gear. So bolt the pressure valve down and lock the cabin tight. We're launching past the checkpoints into deep interstellar night. 100,000 light years from the corporation's floor, the baddest little renegade to settle up the score. Hop it out of rim, hop it down the lane. We're breaking out of orbit like a runaway train. They led me to the colony, they led me to the grid, but they'll never lock the shackles like our ancestors did. Yeah, the galaxy is shattered, but the engine's gotta shout. Rocking this velocity until the fuel cells run out. In the deep midnight sky. freezing in the black. Pulling a double shift and there's no turning back. Dump that cheap paper cup leaking on your knee and level up your cabin for the year 3000C. Go to AethelComics.com right now. Grab an off-world burger mug and take a bow. Heavy black ceramic looking retro, and find the baddest mug on the Interstellar line. Off-world bourbon mug. Get yours at AethelComics.com.
The copper plating's peeling off the bulkhead in the rear. I've been drifting in this cargo hold for well over a year. The automated beacon keeps a flashing out a warning sign, saying I've gone way past the outer sector line. Got a bucket full of scrap iron sitting by the rusted door, and an old hydraulic leak pulling on the grid floor. The company won't answer on the low band frequency. They just left a broke down miner in the gray anomaly. I remember when the valley had a freshwater supply, before the atmosphere scrubber sputtered out and went dry. We used to sit and listen to the old world jukebox play, before the corporate mandates took our history away. Now my boots are caked in grease and my coat is torn to rags, living out my final days packing biohazard bags. Got a bottleneck slide and a rusted steel guitar, singing out my sorrows to a dead and dying star. And the night is way too long when the fuel cells go blind, stuck inside a station that the world has left behind. They led me to the darkness and they turned off the power line, leaving an old blues man on a terminal design. Yeah, the night is way too long when the fuel cells go blind. I can hear the cosmic debris scraping on the outer hull, so I match the heavy rhythm with a rhythm in my skull. You work for 20 winters putting lithium in the crate, just to get abandoned at a broken transit gate. No church inside the sector, no graveyard in the clay, just a trail of frozen debris drifting slowly far away. They don't care about the muscle or the blood you had to spill, they just want the components when your engine goes still. The twin suns are setting through the toxic chemical cloud. The cockpit is freezing and the silence is real loud. The radar screen is empty, not a single ship in view, just a lonely old phantom from a forgotten mining crew. So I press the bottleneck hard down against the metal strand and let the blues echo through this heavy wasteland, hoping that the static waves carry down the track before the main life support fails and the dark takes me back. And the night is way too long when the fuel cells go blind. left behind. They led me to the darkness and they turned off the power line, leaving an old blues man on a terminal design. Yeah, the night is way too long when the fuel cells go blind. The instrument panel is dying one by one. Just a lonesome old spacer chasing down a dead sun. Keep that slide guitar crying till the oxygen is spent, and fade away to nothing in the dark firmament.
There's a wild spacer tavern on the edge of the crater, built inside the hull of a crashed freighter elevator. They got homebrewed moonshine fermenting in the vats, and the patrons are all wearing old hazard suit hats. I walked through the hatchway with a pocket full of scrap, ready to put this frontier settlement on the map. The fiddler was playing on an electric wide string, making every rowdy drifter in the establishment sing. Until the dawn on wrestling, until our physical strength was all gone. The whole room was cheering, the whole room was wild. The craziest party since the planet defiled. Oh, the wasteland is rowdy when the suns go down. There's a whole lot of living in a scrap metal town. We don't care for corporate rules, we don't care for the grid. We're just celebrating like our ancestors did. Yeah, the world went to pieces, but the music is hot. So pour another round in the dirty tin pot. Back down the highway, the engine started to whine. A loose copper cable was crossing the line, but I fixed it with some tape and a piece of old wire and kept the rig rolling through the sand and the mire. You can't stop the rhythm of a frontier parade when the liquor is strong and the track has been made. We got neon lights flashing on the wooden front door, and boot heels are stomping on the metal plate floor. But the music is hot. So pour another round in the dirty tin pot, 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 pot. So laugh with the drifters and toast to the night. The atmospheric filters are working just right. Keep the volume cranked up until the speakers expire, and dance around the sparks of the fuel barrel fire.
The Global Space Corps wants you. Claim your digital comic and original soundtrack with every issue. Full immersion bundle at the link below.
forgotten land. The generator stumping like an old steam engine train. As I blast my custom flatbed through the toxic acid rain. The bodywork is strap iron and the exhaust pipes are chrome. The most illegal rocket rod away from any home. I stomp the starter pedal and the intake starts to howl, leaving corporate patrol ships on a long-range prowl. I hit the crater bounder doing 97 knots. The automated defense grid firing thermoplasma shots. I spun the steering wheel and locked the hydraulic brake, drifting through the debris in a glowing neon wake. The fuel lines are vibrating, the sub-drives are clear, shifting this junker into high-frequency gear. Got a crate of stolen platinum and an insulated jug, and a wild accelerator that don't need a single plug. Oh, rocket, cosmic deadbeat, rocket down the line. We're breaking out of orbit on a sovereign design. They led me to the station, they led me to the pin, but they'll never trap this rocket rod runner crew again. Yeah, the world went to pieces, but the chug is coming stout, rocking this velocity until the fuel cells run out. I rode into a chop shop inside a dead cruiser hull, where the local frontier grease monkeys were cracking open a hole. They were trading copper wiring for a pre-war radio tube, and drinking moon distilled liquor with a funny purple hue. I waited 3 spark plugs just to get inside the game, and left with 5 fuel injectors that I couldn't even name. No system regulation, no corporate network line, just a wild dark zone warehouse doing absolutely fine. The binary stars are rising on the canyon chasm floor. I'm loading up the manifold to run the route once more. The pressure lines are holding and the vacuum is clear. We're tearing up the atmosphere and causing all the fear. So tighten up the lug nuts and lock the cargo bay. We're chasing down the lightning before it fades away. 100,000 credits for a piece of voltage scrap, and a direct destination on the outer sector map. Oh, rocket, cosmic deadbeat, rocket down the line. We're breaking out of orbit on a sovereign design. They led me to the station, they led me to the pen, but they'll never trap this rocket rod runner crew again. Yeah, the world went to pieces, but the chug is coming stout, rocking this velocity until the fuel cells run out. So pull the booster lever, let the engines ignite, and vanish like a phantom into interstellar night. Keep the guitars screaming till the tubes overheat, and leave them in the dust of a countdown beat. I'm walking down the Silt-Road with the old canal blade. The gray hash is packing underneath my boot heel tread. The sky is a canopy of copper and lead, with a decommissioned sky crane hovering overhead. I haven't seen a drop of water on the pipeline line, just a trail of frozen oil on the broken design. The company abandoned all the workers in the fall and left us in the valley with our backs against the wall. I had a little cabin by the old reactor gate before the core overheated and sealed up our fate. I remember how the morning used to open up clean before the chemical weapons poisoned all the machinery green. Now my fingers are stiff from the heavy iron pipe, trying to fix a valve in the dead zone night. Got nothing but a bottleneck sliding down the wire in the cold, empty vacuum freezing out my fire. And the Silt-Road is long, and the breakdown is near, with just digits on a ledger in a dead hemisphere. They led me to the trenches and they told me not to look, and left an old bluesman by a dried up brook. Yeah, the Silt-Road is long and the breakdown is near. I hear the automated transport rumble on the ridge, bypassing the enclaves on a high-tech bridge. They're shipping out the platinum to the central zone grid, leaving the survivors hiding like our ancestors did. You trade away your muscle, you trade away your prime, and get left out in the desert on a terminal town. No preachers in the sector, no markers on the trail, just the lonely wind howling through the rusted steel rail. The twin suns are setting through the orange small cloud. The engine is freezing and the silence is real loud. The low frequency receiver is just humming in the dark, hunting through the static for a human spark. So I take my metal slider and I press it to the chrome, and play a little blues song for a forgotten home, hoping that the waves carry down the sand track before the main power fails and the dark takes me back. And the Silt-Road is long and the breakdown is near, with just digits on a ledger in a dead hemisphere. They led me to the trenches and they told me not to look, and left an old bluesman by a dried up brook. Yeah, the Silt-Road is long and the breakdown is near. The battery is dying and the signal's giving out. Just a lonely old drifter on the outer rim route. Keep the slide guitar crying till the final sparks expire and disappear forever in the deep dark mile. It runs on pure methane and ancient copper wire, and every time I start it, the manifold spits fire. The radiator's leaking, but the chassis is a beast. I'm driving this junker right into the east, looking for a market or a trading outpost to sell off the lithium I found on the coast. The local town guards tried to flag me on the trail. They had a laser barrier blocking up the veil. I hit the booster switch and I gave a little yell, sailing over roadblocks like a bat out of hell. My tail but you can't catch a driver on the radioactive juice. I got a trunk full of copper and a bottle of rye and a big neon smile underneath the dead sky. Oh, we're trading and trucking all over the waste. Got a souped-up engine and a temporary taste for the wild, reckless living on the highway design, cracking all the speed traps on the sector boundary line. Yeah, the world went to pieces, but we're having some fun, jumping over craters underneath the twin sun. Inside a train to shelter from the ozone and the heavy acid rain. The bartender's automated, almost running slow, pouring out a beverage with a funny purple glow. I traded 3 spark plugs to pay for my round and danced a little jig on the metal plated ground. The jukebox was playing an old world design, reweaving the rhythm of a different space-time. Oh, we're trading and trucking all over the waste. Got a soaked-up engine and a temporary taste for the wild, reckless living on the highway design, cracking all the speed traps on the sector boundary line. Yeah, the world went to pieces, but we're having some fun, jumping over craters underneath the twin sun. So check your fuel cells and tighten up the lug, and take a big swig from the copper-plated jug. Keep the tires spinning through the dirt and the shale, and leave a big cloud on the wilderness trail. Starting grid line, 20 custom space rides are running on design. I got a dual-stage supercharger bolted to the floor, sucking liquid hydrogen to open up the door. The manifold is vibrating, the chassis is a beast. We're pointing all our nose cones straight into the east, ready for the final run across the crater floor to settle up the balance of a frontier border war. Drifting through the debris fields at 97 knots. The automated defense towers firing plasma shots. But I got a full tank of that high-octane juice and a wild accelerator shaking completely loose. Oh, ride it to the rally, ride it down the trench. We're pushing this engine past the limit of the bench. They led me to the starting line, they led me to the race, and we're tearing up the asphalt in the outer space. Yeah, the galaxy is shattered, but the engine's got a shout. Oh, rocking this velocity until the fuel cells run out. We crossed the final checkpoint inside a turbine shell, where the local deep space grease monkeys started to yell. They were betting shiny spark plugs on the lead-footed crew and drinking moon distilled liquor with the funny purple hue. I hit the booster switch just to clear the finishing gate, winning 5 fuel injectors and a crate of surplus freight. No corporate regulations, no central network line, just a rowdy victory lane doing absolutely fine. Where the binary stars are rising on the canyon chasm floor, the engine is glowing like a hot iron core. The pressure lines are holding and the vacuum is clear. We're tearing up the atmosphere and causing all the fear. So tighten up the lug nuts and lock the cargo bay. We're chasing down the lightning before it fades away. The grand finale champion of the outer sector map, taking home 100,000 credits worth of scrap. Oh, ride it to the rally, ride it down the trench. We're pushing this engine past the limit of the bench. They led me to the starting line, they led me to the race, and we're tearing up the asphalt in the outer fuel cells run out. So stomp the floorboards down and let the manifold explode. We're flying like a bullet down the interstellar road. Keep the amplifiers buzzing till the speakers catch fire. And finish up the rally as the countdown climbs higher.
This is ANN. 3 issues. 1 universe. Get Vexed is available now. Don't say we didn't warn you.